Greetings, y'all, Sir Spark here, and today I'm going to give you all a movie review on Parie from 1962. It all started in 1895 Paris, and it takes place on a farm. You see, there's this girl cat by the name of Musette, along with her lover Jean-Tom and his sidekick Robespierre. Let's just say Musette was tired of farm life, so she head off to Paris. And next thing you know, Jean-Tom and Robespierre followed her there. At the train station. But once Musette was in Paris, she met a debonair cat named Maurice, who takes her to meet his sister, Madame Rimschops. And next thing you know, she wanted to teach her to be a lady. It turns out Maurice was planning to groom her to be a male bride to a rich cat named Mr. Henry Foot. And next thing you know, she wanted to quit. But let's just say Maurice has a way with women. So, he gave her a tour around Paris. But once Jean-Tom and Robespierre got there, Maurice tries to stop them by drunking them and sail them to a boat bound to Alaska. And next thing you know, Maurice took Musette to meet the famous artists of all time, like Monet, Van Gogh, and Pablo Picasso. But once he went back to see Musette as a beautiful lady, he double-crosses shot with a phony check. Once Musette found about Maurice's plot, she made a narrow escape. And once in Alaska, Jean-Tom and Robespierre struck rich with gold to sail off back to Paris. Once at the bridge, Musette tried to end her life when Maurice found her. But unfortunately, his henchmen captured her and took her off back to the hideout. And next thing you know, Jean-Tom and Robespierre went to Madame Rimschops, and she told him that Musette was in danger, so she told him about the hideout. And next you know, one of Maurice's henchmen told him that Jean-Tom is here in Paris, so they made a narrow escape. But luckily, Musette left them a message. Next you know, when Jean-Tom and Robespierre got to the train, there was an epic battle. Luckily, they won, and Maurice, on the other hand, ended up in a box. Well, let's just say Jean-Tom, Musette, and Robespierre enjoying the high life in Paris. And it was amazing. You know, in the comic book version, at the ending of the story, Robespierre meets a beautiful young kitten. How come it wasn't added in the movie? And also, what if the movie had a crossover with Tom and Jerry? Tell me what you viewers think.